Welcome to the PulpMX Show, presented by BTOsports.com. Coming to you live from Las Vegas, right outside the Lion's Den, with your host, Steve Matthes. And now strap in and get ready. It's showtime.
I just don't like the guy. The guy's just a douchebag. Wah, wah, wah.
Just put that wherever.
That's some good testing, Keefer.
That's high des. That's what that is.
That's called durability testing from Keefer Inc.
Yeah, welcome everybody. PulpMX Show, presented by BTOsports.com and Fly Racing. Thank you for coming. Holy shit, you showed up. I can't believe it.
Wow.
Good God, you actually did it. Thank you. We appreciate it. Hey, this event wouldn't happen without Firepower. It's a WPS company. Hard parts, lithium batteries. Some of the race teams use them. Banners are behind us. We're giving away some stuff as well later on, so thanks to Firepower. Let's give them a hand. Thank you, Firepower. Because I wasn't renting this on my own. I didn't know if this was really going to happen, Weigandt.
Well, that'd be really expensive.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. And I want everyone to know the very first argument for this very event that you are in is JT convincing Matthes people would actually pay money to come see us. Matthes saying no, and then they argued about it.
On and on. But let's, hey, by the way, I'm Steve Matthes. Thank you for coming out. Jason Thomas, everybody. Jason Weigandt, whose face is better now. You are no longer scraped up.
Yeah, I was healed by the Dutchman last weekend.
Yeah.
They did a lot of physical therapy. Yes.
Our own Kris Keefer, of course.
Yeah.
No Keefer After Dark tonight.
So disappointed in that.
So he's very
NC-17. It'll still be good. It'll still be all right.
Why don't you do a show at like midnight?
Keeper After Dark will be at the
I'm sleeping by then at home.
Oh, really?
I'm way in bed by then.
And after the show, we are going to hang out over at the Palms. So just as soon as you walk in the entrance, there's a lounge/bar. We will be there to hang out. And Ryan Villopoto's here tonight, everybody. Oh. Ryan Villopoto. The guy's racing. He's racing Monster Cup.
Where was he last weekend?
Yeah, we needed him.
We needed Ryan Villopoto.
We needed him.
At least he's smiling, though. Look, there's a smile on his face still.
First one since last Sunday.
I talked to the Cali guys today at the track.
Yeah, me
and
too.
They said, we got a story you need to work on. What's the definition of the word retired?
Yeah.
Because he's racing again. So we'll get to the bottom of it.
And also, Damon Bradshaw, the beast from the East, is here.
There you go.
It's welcome back, Bradshaw, to the industry. Welcome back.
We lost Bradshaw to Monster Trucks.
We did, and it was really sad.
Yes.
He's back. Also, too, in the corner, Travis Marks.
Oh.
And
so much closer over here.
And Pookie and Heather Keefer are around. So, absolutely. So, thanks again. Thank you, Firepower. Thank you, people. Thank you, BTO Fly Racing. We got the X-Brand Goggle Tear-Offs. We got BTO Sports Tweet at Travis, which we are going to go out in the crowd. You are, actually.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. Yep.
And if you ask a question, you get a prize. So it's even better.
Yep, I have to give away free stuff that I could keep for myself. That really hurts.
We have an announcement at the end that's going to blow everyone's wigs back.
We do.
We have a breaking team announcement. Yep. All right, let's get started before we get RV up here. Motocross of the Nations, of course. What happened? What happened?
I would love to know the answer to that.
They didn't even make the podium.
It wasn't good.
Your country.
That's true. It's not yours.
If USA had done well, I'm part of the country. But good God,
I don't know. We were never in it. We were never, even when they were showing. So we had our WPS hospitality brand new semi for Supercross next year. So that was great, right? But we broke it in the mud, which kind of sucked. But the entire day we're watching on the screens inside our hospitality area. We were never on the screen of team scores. Never. I wanted them to just put it in there. Just put it in there to like console us. Put it like a 60-point score at anything, right?
It was at Redbud.
It was at Redbud.
Hey, and they didn't even show them that much on TV, too, when I was at home. We didn't see much.
Why would you?
Yeah.
Why are you showing ninth
They're
place?
like, oh, Tomac. Okay, flash back. Let's go back over here.
Oh,
like,
my
2
God.
seconds.
I seriously thought, well, they're going to win, and then it'll be an asterisk because they only won at home. I didn't know that even being at home wouldn't even be enough to be top 5.
I don't know what happened. I'm shocked. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
The amount of people that came up to me and said, "What are they doing out there?" was shocking. And me going back at them, like attacking them, like I don't know.
Right.
So angry.
It was something else, man. And it ain't gonna get better, as you like to say next year. It's an Assen.
Yeah.
And what's gonna happen?
Well, we're going to get our asses kicked.
Asses kicked.
Or A-Ray's going to ram it up our asses. Something's going to happen.
Okay.
Maybe
It's not
we
gonna
send
be good.
A-Ray. Maybe we
It's
send
not gonna be
A-Ray.
good.
Send A-Ray.
And his cartwheeling Yamaha hits somebody. I don't know.
Wow. A lovely assistant.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
Hey, did anyone kiss her on the lips?
Hey.
Because I was in the backstage.
Steve
I
did.
don't know what happened.
Steve did.
Literally
I
the
saw it.
definition of the better half. Literally the definition
Basement husband, that's me.
of the better half. Yeah, it was. I don't know what happened, but look, Hurlings. Where is he this weekend? If you're so good, Hurlings, come on out this weekend.
He
Have you
saw
ever-
guys
have you
Come
ever-
on
last
out.
year.
Come to America.
Have you ever seen a club like in Amsterdam and the music, oons, oons, oons? That's where he's at right this second, right now.
Yeah.
Hammered at a bar.
He's the fastest man on the planet.
Well, why don't we get together and start a Supercross of Nations?
like the Royal We?
Instead of
What are we
Motocross of
talking here?
Nations, let's do a Supercross of Nations.
Who do you
see
think's
how
going to come?
badass
They're
those
not
guys
gonna
are.
come.
Oh, they could have Marvin Ferrandis on a team. If Fabian Iswa, they got a solid team there too. They'll probably beat us. in
Probably
that.
lose again.
You
Yeah, they'll probably beat us there too.
Do you think Stu saw that Instagram post and was like trying to suit up again? Trying to get his 7 stuff on? Like,
No.
wait.
I need
that's
some
not a-
compression shit ASAP.
Roger Larson, where are you?
There was a text from Mathis Monday morning. Do you think Stu could have helped?
I really did
Sick
say
and
that.
tired of fucking
really
hearing
think
about
Stu can
James Stewart.
Thanks, GL.
I really said that. But anyways, Hurlings, I mean, Goldenhoff was amazing. Hurlings was amazing. It was just the ass kicking all around. I knew things were bad when Canadian rider Tyler Medaglia, bless his heart, Barsha really didn't have much for him in that second
Dude, screw
moto.
the Canadians.
Until he crashed.
I honestly don't know what was happening for any of them. Plessinger being the most puzzling because we saw flashes from Tomac. His first moto lap time, his best lap was only 4/10 slower than Hurlings, so it wasn't terrible. It just bad starts, which compounded from Saturday. It wasn't the riding. I watched pretty closely. He actually pulled away from DeSalle when they were in battling, so he wasn't riding that bad. Plessinger all day was, I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah, because he's getting ready for a 450. He doesn't want to blow himself out.
That's the
Which is
dumbest
fine,
theory
which is
ever.
fine.
That's not the dumbest theory.
It's the
Don't-
dumbest
It's the
theory
dumbest
ever.
theory ever.
It's the
No
dumbest
way.
theory.
So you're telling me these guys don't think about that kind of shit when they're riding? Like, look, this means something to America, but I'm making paper in about a month or two. I got to
No.
get ready.
No.
Then don't
Why
come.
would you sign up
Then
to
don't
go
come.
there and
Yeah.
lose?
What are you supposed to say? No?
Tell DeCoster, I'm making paper. I can't go.
That's not going to happen.
I mean,
I'm not saying he wasn't in. I'm just saying in the back of his mind when he's 16th, I'm not going to go out and send it because I got to get ready next month.
What do you think is going to happen when you tell 71-year-old Roger DeCoster you're making paper? He's going to think you work at a paper mill.
I was hanging out with someone else backstage. I got all
made
excited.
paper also in '74 to get to
did
the
that.
races. I understand. I had to get to the races.
I had a
made
paper route. Is that
made
what that is, making paper?
Yeah, absolutely. No, it was amazing. It was a cool race to be at, though. The Racer X TV. How many of you guys watched it? It was amazing. When RV was up there after the pit bike win,
Yes.
I thought they were going to tear him limb to limb.
Yes.
And then maybe just put his head on a stake and carry it around Redbud.
Yeah.
I'm like, we are not getting out of here alive.
No, it was what it would be like to be in concert. As far as the eye could see, were
Yeah.
just fans cheering.
It was
And then
unbelievable.
Villopoto left, and the entire crowd left.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not for us at all.
One of the best things I saw all weekend, one of our Western Power Sports reps made the trip over from Colorado. And as you guys, any of you were there or weren't there, this event had everyone from every walk of life from racing. Whether you work in the industry or a pure fan, everyone I talked to was different, right? So there's 70,000 people there. One of our reps ran into one of the Team Netherlands guys, and they had one of these chainsaw noisemakers, and it was right next to him, and he was about to snap, right? So he said, I'll give you a beer if you just let me use that for 1 second. Takes it, hucks it in the fire. Immediately. Like the coolest thing I saw all weekend, the thing explodes in the fire. Says, you want to go? Let's go. But that thing's done.
That's not happening. That's not happening.
Did the trailer? It said a trailer burned down too.
A trailer burned down?
Yeah,
that was that might have been.
That was probably on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could have been
Team USA
anything.
headquarters
Right.
burning to the ground.
Do you know what though? Like the number one reason that I'm happy that Hurlings has been doing so well, and he called himself the fastest man on the planet, and he kicked everybody's ass except for Koldenhoff, who he probably should have. You know what I'm happy about? Is maybe, just maybe, there's a guy in Florida from Ecuador that looks at that result, at a guy who stayed too long in MX2, and then came
Here
up
we
in the
go.
450s. And he's like, you know what? I can do that.
I don't know.
I can do that.
Just give me enough years on this 250.
I've got enough. I've got 9 or 11 or 12 or whatever it is. And then now I am going to go.
How do you
there.
possibly drag Marty into a Motocross of Nations
Marty comes in
conversation?
all the time.
I just thought of that. I just thought, like, maybe it's inspiration for Marty. Like, I can do this. Look at Hurlings. Hurling stayed in there way too long.
How has Marty never been on a Nations team?
There's nothing emptier than Jeffrey Hurling's MXGP win record.
Wow.
Like, there's nothing emptier than that. It's
Oh
like
my
me
God.
saying, hey, man, I went to a T-ball, and I got most home runs in T-ball, and I'm this size.
So your official stance is that Jeffrey Hurlings has not accomplished anything?
No, he has just half his win record, half his MX2 win record,
Right.
whatever that is.
He's like 2 years away from beating Everts and being the all-time great
And then
Grand
he
Prix
is going to
rider,
go around.
and you are not happy about
I'm
that.
not happy. I am not
Yes.
happy, but it's ridiculous. No, it wasn't good.
Did we get Marty in? Did we just get Marty in?
Covered Marty?
Well,
Did we get Stu?
Yeah.
Marty
We got
is
Stu.
not,
Thank you.
Marty's not going to do that good next year if his home life is all fucked up.
What would you be referring to?
It can't be great right now.
Why would you
If
say
he's
that?
still getting nudes or whatever he's doing, he needs to chill the fuck down so he can win a championship and get the fuck out. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that bad of a theory.
It's been a 13-year master plan.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
And hopefully this is a year.
He's got a great ride. He's on a great team.
Shocking.
With
He has
a great
another
bike,
great ride.
Great people around him. I think that's the combo he's been looking for.
He had the best bike ever, and he sucked.
He's just missing it.
He made the move to Tallahassee, though, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He's up there.
He's at the farm?
He left Red Dog. He went to
How do you feel about the farm?
It's Farms. Yeah, Farms great.
How do you feel about leaving Red Dog?
He left Timmy?
He left for Timmy, yeah.
You left Timmy for Ricky.
He left Timmy
Whoa.
like Timmy left his medal they gave him for coming out this weekend on a fence.
He left it where he should have left that shirt.
I mean, come on. It's my Team USA 03 shirt.
It's so stiff.
I mean, it is.
It
It's
looks
very starchy.
yeah.
It's sort of hot.
Very
also.
starchy.
And that
But-
is why you have to wear an undershirt because it's so
We
coarse.
I was on Team USA. None of you guys were, and neither you in the corner. And, yeah, so suck it. All right?
Did you do any work? The shirt looks brand new and it's white.
Did you see our results?
No.
They were not
He did
good.
No.
Outside of Ricky. Ricky actually smashed it.
did.
He was phenomenal. But outside of that, it wasn't good. Let's, I mean, honestly, we can talk more Nations or we can move on to Monster Cup. It's up to you.
Let's move on.
I mean,
My heart is broken enough.
it's so bad. You should not go to Assen. Do not go to Assen next year. It is
You think that I'm the reason we're losing?
no, not at all. But you are going to be so sad at Assen.
How can I be more sad?
Yeah, right.
How can I be more sad?
You can't.
It's actually
You-
probably good.
we just got
JT's gone
stomped
through all
on
the
our-
stages of grief.
We just got stomped at Redbud.
And he's calloused by now. He's good.
He is. He's gone through
fine.
all the phases. At this
Yeah.
point, I feel like you were just numb. You weren't even angry. You were just numb.
I wasn't that angry because
Yeah.
we were never even close. We were not close. It
It's
wasn't.
like when you break up with a chick, okay? And you have these stages like we
Yeah, he
said.
always brings it to
So
this.
now
Yes.
JT's at the stage
What
where the
stage am I
chick
in?
is actually USA is the chick texting JT, and JT doesn't respond.
JT has moved on.
Yeah, he's moved
Let's
on.
finally
be
moved
real.
in.
If Team USA texted me, I'm not back
you're
in.
over
I'm
it.
back in. Team USA, yeah.
Well, listen, Monster Cup is here in Vegas tomorrow. How do we feel about this race? Where are we at on this race? Listen, I was all in on Nations,
Yep.
and then that went sideways. And I kind of wasn't that excited about this race, but I'll tell you what.
RV.
RV
RV
entered.
is a story.
He's a story.
Yeah.
He's a real story. How can this motherfucker do? I mean, seriously. He'll win it.
Dude,
And
I
then
watched him today.
I got a text from Adam.
ripping.
I got a text from Adam Cianciarillo today while watching press day.
Yeah.
Let me just pull it up to make sure.
Well,
that
while
it's-
you're
okay.
while you're telling that, my favorite part of today for RV riding press was that after press, in the press conference, he was looking at videos, telling everybody with an earshot how good he looked.
Yeah. AC's texted me today. God help us if if RV crushes it this weekend. Right. But look, and also too, Chad
Might
Reed.
happen.
Chad
Yeah.
Reed.
Yep.
Now,
Yep.
RM Army.
JT may not want to hear this. I heard he's good again. I heard he's fast.
Yes. He's been ripping also.
Right.
Yes.
You're JGR. You're North
In
Carolina.
shockingly good shape. He's definitely not in his normal October shape.
You are
which is
JG
normally the shape of this table in October.
You are embedded with JGR. You're our guy.
Yeah, I'm embedded. Yes, I'm spy.
And he's good.
Yeah,
So-
he's ripping.
So he's good. What's that story going to be? And then you got RV. And then that's about it. And then Super Mini Carnage.
It's going to be the starts, though. For Chad and RV, if they can consistently get starts, that's what this event's all about, is the start.
Yeah, fitness is no worries, right?
Both of them will be ready. Both of them will be fast. But if they don't get the starts, you won't even see them.
Do you want to talk to him about how, like, every race ever? Just like, Team USA, the Nations, bikes could break. They could get hurt.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
One race day.
What about the lock?
Starts are really important.
Before the rain came,
You said I was a crazy person
I did.
for saying it was 50-50.
I mean, I don't know what was worse. USA is a lock or Stu is Cujo. And wins are what he needs. He's hungry for wins. That was a terrible
He was just
prediction.
hungry.
What's the prediction?
He was just hungry.
He was just hungry.
What's the prediction for you guys? So right now, what is RV?
Well, is
get?
RV here? We need to know if he's here. Because if he's here,
Is he here yet? Because we need to clear that.
Yeah, I'm going to change.
If he's here, then I'll bump him up a few spots.
I don't want the moto scores. I want overall. What does he get?
I think he could get like a 5th. I don't think he's going to be able to beat in 3 races guys like Marv, Anderson, Tom. I think they're too in their rhythm, and they live this every day.
Does he beat one of those guys straight up one moto?
Yeah, I think so. But those guys are so sharp,
he's
right?
Crew. He's Blue Crew, and we at Blue Crew.
But like for RV, like you got to remember, he's not fully committed to this thing. Like he was at Motocross of Nations just pounding beers, right?
Right.
So
That's
to think he's going to come in and beat a guy that's at the peak of their game. I think that's asking a lot. But
what if he's the new Ron Lachine and he can just fucking send it?
I think he was a lot better than Ron Lachine. I mean, he's 4 titles in a row.
Easy on that. Easy. Hey,
but for him to come in and get 5th, 4 years retired or whatever, I guess
legit.
Europe.
That's the sorry situation.
But I think he could be top 5. I do.
He was super fast today. JGR guys, I went over there to ask him about Reed, and they said, "Do you see RV in the Dragonback?" He was the fastest guy. Fastest guy.
No,
he was so fast.
No.
Yes.
Mookie was.
So fast.
Mookie was good.
In other sections.
Dragonback.
Dragonback.
Oh, yeah, Mookie looked good.
The Stews do Dragonbacks.
They do Dragonbacks and wolves.
Stews do Dragonbacks.
That's a serious question.
A T-shirt.
That's what
Stews
they do.
Dragonbacks.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm interested in Chad. I'm interested in RV. For me, that's the thing that's going to grab me for this race. Is Chad back? Is his VIP program back?
Is it back, JT?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Jab.
This interview is over.
I see. It seems like it is. I saw some on Instagram.
I believe
You
it's here
wouldn't have saw that because you're blocked.
I am blocked.
You're blocked.
You got MXA'd, bro.
Yeah.
What, I spelled something wrong? I think, seriously, though, can you imagine if RV or Chad or one of these the guys get a whole shot? No, just get the whole shot. Like, it's going to be awesome. That will be, I hope, just for the drama of it, it'll be awesome.
Can Chad win?
No.
Can Chad win?
It's going to be tough. He's going to have to get the start every single time because he's not going. I don't think he's going to be able to move forward past a guy like Marv or Tomac. He's not going to be able to pass them. If he gets a start and things work out, anything's possible, but he's going to have to nail every aspect of the day.
I mean,
let's ask the crowd. Can Chad Reed win? That is the most 50-50 crowd response you will ever get.
USA's chances of winning.
No, I'm looking forward to that. I want to see those two guys. It'll be off the chain, as the kids say. If Chad,
so paper, we're saying paper and chain.
If Chad wins, it'll be amazing.
They don't even say that anymore.
They don't?
No.
Okay.
That's like 15 years
And then
ago. There's one other intriguing story.
Oh.
We have Cooper Webb making his debut with Red Bull KTM.
That's your guy. That's your guy.
You said don't sleep on him.
Don't sleep on him. You even said, "Hey, it didn't look too good today," and I'm like, "It's okay."
But what are you realistically expecting?
Top 3.
Top 3.
Yeah.
Wow.
Podium.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey.
This goes along with Team USA. This goes along with Team USA. Just thinking about Monster Cup while they're racing Disney.
See me later. We'll make a wager.
I may not have seen him ride with someone else, and he was better.
Oh, okay.
Travis Preston?
A-Ray?
Travis Preston doesn't race.
Yeah, A-Ray.
Who's putting it to A-Ray?
Milestone. He was killing
He's
it.
better than you. Great job. Yeah, that's awesome. Great job.
Keefer
Great job,
covered.
Webb. I know nothing about these idiots that race the amateur stuff, but who's good in that? What's going to happen with that?
These idiots.
Super Mini. Yeah, Mumford. I like Mumford.
Oh,
Mumford's my guy.
Mumphy land.
Yeah, Mumford's
Like
good.
Mumford.
Is Mumford going to win?
Mumford's going to be good, but I think Jalik Swoll is going to be good.
Jalik Swoll trained by?
Tim Ferry.
Tim Ferry.
Yeah.
The great Tim Ferry.
I might have to start liking him too. And then what about the Super Mini? Or are we talking Super Minis?
That's All-Star. Super Mini is missing probably
Reynolds.
the 2 biggest names.
Yeah.
Nate Thrasher dominated Loretta's. He is too big to ride a Super Mini anymore.
Okay.
He rides 125s.
I can relate.
Not racing.
I can relate to that.
Yes.
Yeah, being too big for a Super Mini.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
You raced a 125 at a GNCC once.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Too big.
And then who else we got?
Who's left in that
Jet
class?
Reynolds?
Jet
What
Reynolds
about
is not
Jet?
racing.
Jet Reynolds is out?
He broke his arm, I believe.
Yeah, no Jet Reynolds.
No, Jet's back.
No, he
Jet is back riding dirt bikes.
But he's
I
not
do
racing.
not know if he's racing.
I don't
No,
think
he's
he's
not on the
racing
list.
this weekend.
Okay.
Not on the list.
So.
Yes.
Chance Hymas. There's a few guys. I mean, it'll still be super competitive.
Telling me there's a chance.
There is a chance.
There's a chance.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I like Mumford.
Yes.
I know you like Mumford.
I really like Mumford. I think that I'm
We're
going
Team
for him.
Mumford over here, aren't
Yeah,
we?
yeah.
You like Mumford because it's the only guy you know. It's the only name you know.
Yeah, and he likes Pulp Show. And the rider, that rider kid called in one time.
He did?
Oh,
The kid
rider,
needs a
yeah.
haircut. The kid with the hair.
Di
everywhere.
Francesco.
He's
Yeah.
there. He's racing.
Oh, yeah, I like him too. Yeah, he called into the show one time.
Yeah.
But besides that, that's it. So,
It's so easy, folks. One time, Brett Metcalf said to you, "You know, you really do a good job, Mathis." And
oh, yeah,
after that,
was it.
all in.
That was it. I mean,
All
honestly, you walk around the pits with everybody wanting to light you on fire, and then if somebody
true.
says, "Hey, good
People
job,
Hey, buddy.
you really get attached to that. Well, Dunge one time said I was
Hey,
buddy.
buddy. Yeah.
Hey, buddy. And then that was it. He never came on the show again.
See you next week, buddy.
Yep. It was really bad. It went
Realize he
terribly.
says that to everybody.
Okay,
buddy.
who's your sentimental favorite? Who do you want to win? I know you're media, and you say media guys don't do that shit. But who would you like to see win MEC?
Me?
All y'all.
Oh, I'll take Villopoto. I would love to see Villopoto win. That would be awesome. That would be the coolest story.
Steve?
of all
I
of
mean,
it.
yeah, that'd be great. And then I hope, is there a truck up for grabs? Can he talk about a Raptor again while he gets a Tundra?
That was cool. That was cool.
That was the top 10 moment of my
Great.
life.
That's great.
Toyota's never come back. Toyota has never come back
They
and given a
sponsored
truck away.
JGR.
No, but giving a truck away. They've never done that again. They're like, you know what?
out.
We're out.
That's
The
it.
winner just said he wants a Raptor.
No, I think they gave one away when Anderson won it, and the Super Mini guy ran into it, smashed his new truck.
Oh, for all three hole shots, but then on the
Yeah.
AMA sheet, someone else was credited with the whole
Barsha.
shot? Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
who
yeah.
I'd like to see win?
Never change,
Web.
AMA.
No. Stu. It'd be cool to see Mookie win.
Oh,
Win.
Yeah.
Win. Wow.
I mean, Tony Alessi, Malcolm Stewart, Moto Concepts, it's all coming together.
Yep.
It's all there.
Are we going to get Big James and Tony working together, two minds acting as one this year? Are we going to get that?
That would be fantastic.
Isn't that a Spice Girls song?
Yeah, I think so.
Two girls become one, or what is it?
That's after
a
dark.
Kiefer.
That's after
a
dark.
Kiefer after
Oh,
dark
that's
That's
story.
way after dark.
That's
Two
right.
become one. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there
there
we
you
go.
go. Now we're on the
That's
level.
definitely not
Now
it.
we're talking.
It's Kiefer's wheelhouse right there.
Is RV here? Do we know? Is Ryan Villopoto here?
It's way
Is
too
anybody?
early for
It
RV.
would be
I feel
so
like-
RV
I
for
feel
him
like
to just
we were
stand
supposed
us
to get a
up.
text or something.
That would be awesome.
If Pulp Show, this is typical Pulp Show where we don't know.
Okay.
Do we know? if Ryan
Great
Villopoto-
radio, bros.
Thank you.
The
Thank you,
dogs
Mark.
aren't barking, so we don't know who's here.
We fully deserve that.
Hey, what about DV coaching Marv now?
I know.
Yeah.
How does
What?
that work?
Yeah.
You didn't even know he was coming for the fucking.
He texts me and goes, "Don't ask. What would you charge for a rate to work with a top 450 guy?" He's
asked
asking
you?
me. Apparently, he thinks I have some sort
Yeah,
of
you're an insider.
coach and training thing. and I'm like, I don't know. I think I said $100,000, and he said, "No, this would be a day rate." And then I'm like, I don't know. I'm out.
500.
What?
500 a day.
500 a day?
Yeah.
That's too low.
Really?
For that level?
Yeah. 500.
Really?
So
Yeah,
is
he has
DV
money.
starting out like a Cobra factory with Ferrandis and now
Yeah.
is it
The Cobra Factory.
Cobra factory?
Cobra Kai?
He's just going to have you jump extension cords for ropes.
So, just quick
No
story
mercy,
about
sweep the leg,
DV.
all that good stuff?
So I've driven up to Vegas
Hold
with
on,
DV
RV's
a couple times. Oh, RV's here.
He's here.
All right, let's get him on the stage. We don't want
Fuck
to
DVs.
Enough about this.
RV's
It's going to be a
here.
good story.
Ryan Villopoto, everybody.
Oh!
Give him Take the cordless. We'll figure it out. Ryan Villopoto.
Am I on? I'm on. Oh,
What
sorry.
are
that's
Are you back? Are you back?
I'm back for tomorrow.
No shit,
And
asshole.
then what? And then what?
Sydney, Auckland.
So, what made you want to race the Monster Cup? Like what? Like we know the Sydney thing. They're giving you shit tons of money.
Well,
for
I'd love that too, but it just sounded like a great idea Wednesday, and it came together.
So you were just riding. Hey, I feel pretty good. Can I race?
Yeah. So 6 weeks ago, basically, well, not 6 weeks, but I looked at the calendar. I was like 6 weeks out. I was like, holy shit, Sydney's coming up quick. I put the Coors Light down, and I was like, I need to do something. So rode 2 weeks of outdoors, and then started riding some Supercross, and this, I guess, 3 weeks in now. This is where we're at.
That still doesn't answer the Monster Cup question.
Well, so then I was like, okay, well, so I'm riding pretty good, and I was like, okay, well, yeah, maybe I'll do Monster Cup. You know, that'd crash the internet, and you know, people would like it. And,
Blue Crew.
Yeah, Blue Crew, Yamaha would obviously like it, and so yeah, basically was like, yeah, maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. And then like Wednesday, I told Dave and Mitch, was like, hey, what do you think? And they're like, fucking let's do it. And then it was on.
And that's it. And now you're
Pretty
in.
much, yeah. It was a scramble to get. I had to get wheels built real quick because the ones I had were tacoed. And, yeah.
So, did you crush it today?
Privateer.
Did you crush it today?
I don't know. You tell me.
I mean, I thought Mookie looked pretty good.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I'm sure. Hey, if I go out there and do really well, our racing has major issues.
Right. That's what I was about to say.
What about last weekend did not convince you of that already?
Yeah, that was a struggle. Hey, yeah, MX1, we won the pit bike race.
Again, fifth place.
You had
As
a
you
ringer,
said,
dude. You had a ringer.
That's 5 for us.
As you said, all you do is when Team USA calls, all you do is crush it.
Yep.
That's it. I think you've used those words.
Answer the call.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you made it out of there alive last weekend on that racetrack stage.
I'm waiting for my $200 cleaning fee for my car. I'm waiting for that one.
I think everybody got one of those.
You want to give him $200?
I spent a lot, actually, because I flew home with someone else's rental car keys. Did you know this story? Did you hear this story?
Yes, I heard that. Yeah.
I flew home with someone else's rental car keys.
Yeah.
So I've spent a lot of money, unfortunately,
Good work
on rental
on that.
cars already. Yes.
Hey, track, pretty good, right? Fun?
So. It's pretty fast. I think it's going to be really hard to pass on really one line because there's really only one rhythm section. So
You're saying it's Monster Cup.
yeah, I mean, I've rode better ones, better Monster Cup tracks, I guess. It's going to come down to a start for sure. I think if we always say that.
I mean, that's really...
JT does, yes.
But I think it's really going to do that now. Joker Lane's going to play a factor. There's no, yeah,
Don't
right?
forget. Oh, boy.
How's the great start? I don't think. Have you done a lot of great starts?
No. Actually, this might be my first one.
Don't do a Barsha, bro.
First one tomorrow night.
No, yeah, so it should be okay. I did some starts today. They seemed okay. We might be a little underpowered.
So can you? I would assume. I know the MXGP guys are doing it. Supercross guys are doing it. Do you have a specific setting for just the start? No. Okay.
I mean, he's out of a
Perfect.
Sprinter van.
Sounds
You're
like-
out of a Sprinter van, right?
Well, I'm kind of under Yamaha now.
Oh, they saw you and they're like, hey,
They
come
brought
on.
me
Lap times. They're
Because
like,
the plan was just privateer it for a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So now the hospitality area is factory RVs area.
And I guarantee you, he's going to draw the most fans. Watch me.
I know.
Everyone's
I
here
didn't
for me.
say it. You did.
We're going to hear that. We're going to hear that.
Well, the great debate is...
You will hear that from me. Nobody else.
Your
How about
debate
Weimer's on our
last
group
week-
text and he doesn't know what's going on? We're in a
Still
group,
doesn't, really.
Well, Weimer and I and RV are on a group text,
Okay.
and RV and I are talking about Monster Cup and he doesn't know what. I think he's hammered.
I don't know. He's not tuning in. He's not reading the text.
He's not getting anything.
He's like 5 conversations behind.
Right.
for
So,
sure.
anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
How did they look in practice on Saturday, guys?
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
last weekend.
Right.
Last week, the debate was... Oh, actually, you ended the debate. Greatest retired rider of all time?
I think so.
Greatest retired rider of all time?
I mean, all right. Is there
They think so,
voting for
too.
that?
What's that?
Is there voting for that? How do we know? I mean, MC.
You just heard it. They just voted.
Wow.
Here's what's cool is like you don't see a guy at this level come back to racing and really want to go race. Like,
What about McGrath?
I think that's but I think RV.
Travis Pastrana just did it, bro.
Yeah,
He was all
I feel like
in.
RV's at a
He's
different
all
level.
in.
Though. Yeah, I think it's cool that he still likes to ride. It's rare to see that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is cool.
pumped.
Well, my biggest question is why weren't you this cool when you were winning? You were
I don't
angry. You were.
I
not-
should have drank more beer and had more fun, I guess. I don't know.
No, you're just having more fun now. You are having more fun now than you did
for
when
sure.
you. Yeah,
for sure.
absolutely.
Yeah, you lived in a pressure cooker.
Yeah.
You become not fun for sure.
It's a lot of work.
I think the most fun he had back then was making Stu jokes. Like just.
Oh, you want to
going
talk
at
about someone
Stu.
who was mad when Stu beat
Yeah.
him? Oh my God! Oh, holy God! That guy. You were. Hey, so greatest retired rider ever.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
Again.
Okay. Are you running number 2 tomorrow?
I'm sure you've seen it all over Instagram.
Okay.
Have I changed my number?
So what's going to happen? Like, my mom's a scorer. She's here in the audience. Is she going to write 2RV on the sheet, or what's
She can put 2X. She can put whatever the hell she wants. I don't know. I asked her. I said, everybody's asking me what number I'm running. I said, all you motherfuckers must be colorblind. I said, one's on an orange bike, one's on a blue bike.
Blue 2 is your number?
Well, how hard is it?
No, he texted me and said, "Are you colorblind?" I'm like, "What? One's orange and one's blue, asshole." I'm like, "All right. I mean, I guess we can." Cindy just puts B.
Yeah, 2B, 2O,
2X.
What is this?
I don't know.
It's like a hair scramble.
So you couldn't
Off-road,
actually
don't
come
talk
back
like that.
until now. You needed the Blue 2 to move to another brand, and that's what opened the door. That's what opened the door for this. It just couldn't work until right now.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's amazing how
What
that
if
works.
MC
What
wants to
power
ride? Is he
wields.
like 2 green, 2G?
He can ride if he wants, but I'm cool with it. AMA's the only one that's going to deal with that. And we run transponders. Come on.
So I rode your bike, a month ago at Milestone? Has it changed much since
You think
then?
he knows?
Well, that was now this is KYB. So yeah. A little
Oh, we're switching. Spring.
bit. Yeah. Yeah. So race team, forks, shock, and linkage.
Is this the part where
First circuit
RV
piston.
is like chatting? He tells you that he's going 20 seconds faster.
Oh, for sure. He's going 20 seconds faster.
Kiefer tries telling a Chad on the Pulp Show one time about his bike and ride, and Chad's like, "Well, I'm going 20 seconds faster."
Yeah, so it's
And
20
Kiefer's
seconds
like,
a lap.
Hey, you should have come hard at him at Supercross during last year, though.
I know.
Like, where's those 20 seconds, bro?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll get this.
So Australia, 2 rounds in Australia,
Sydney and Auckland. Yeah.
Sydney and Auckland,
New Zealand,
right? What about a Monster Energy Supercross next year? Some of them. What are we thinking?
That's going to cost some people a lot of money.
That's the RV we
A lot of
know and
money.
love.
Yeah.
You're back.
Seriously, I remember the winner going into the 11 season. God, it had to be then. Going into 11, I think RV was coming back. It was right when he started working with Alden, and he was planning on going to Australia that season. Like, I think
He
it was
was?
like RV was. Yeah, it was like a 3-week trip, if I'm not mistaken, 2 races, almost 3 weeks. And I remember hearing the number of the dollars that he was going to get to go, and then whatever they made a strategic decision to not go, and I was just like,
You would have went.
I would have swam there for that amount of money.
If Baggett made a podium, you were almost walking home that one year.
This was a big debate on a group text that I had yesterday about how much RV's making to go to Australia. So it was hotly contested.
It's got to be so much money.
Dude.
Life is so good.
You just say I make so much
Oh,
money.
you do. You're so rich.
Every time I go on Pulp, that gets brought up at least once.
Hey, good for you.
And here it is tonight.
Yeah, it's brought up again.
Right back. You're so rich. It's unbelievable. Now, listen, you earned it though. I mean, yeah, you're probably 6th or 7th greatest rider of all time. I mean,
That's pretty low.
I'm kidding. I'm joking. I am joking. But I won't count those regional Supercross titles. You get very mad about that one, but we don't count those.
It's still a title.
What
It
I love
doesn't
about
matter.
what I love about RV.
You talk 4 Manitobas.
Yeah, every time, dude.
I missed the
point.
5th by
He's
2
got a point.
points. I missed
That's
the
a good one.
What I love about RV, though, is we're talking about him racing Monster Cup, and that's awesome. And we're talking about racing down in Australia and all that, and he's back. But the pit bike race, like Bidas is like, I'll give you 2 Coors Lights. I'm in.
Oh yeah. It was great, dude. We had 20,000 people around.
was.
At
Yeah.
least at
Hey,
20,000.
When you passed for the lead, you tried to take the guy out too, which was spectacular. Very aggressive pass.
When
for
I
the
lapped
lead.
that guy, you mean?
No, and he led from the
is
start.
that? Oh, okay. When you lapped the guy, you
lapped
tried to kill him, which I'm a big fan
Yeah,
of.
I didn't want to get dirty.
That was
I
awesome.
want to keep my shit clean.
What I love is that you're like, you know what? I don't care. That sounds fun. I'm there.
And then you see the little Chamberlain cup we got. I poured a Michelob Ultra
Yep.
in there.
I saw it.
Drank
Yeah,
that on the podium.
Now you're a people's champion now.
So yeah, it was cool. It was unbelievable.
You're people's
the
champions.
amount of people that was there was.
It was getting scary on that stage. It was starting to get scary. It was so loud. And I was getting worried. The fence had been already taken down.
Yeah.
Cops
They'd
showed
shown what
up.
they could
The
do.
cops got on the
Cops were there
stage.
with guns, ready. And we finally took a commercial break, and I left the stage, and I came back, and the crowd was gone. And I'm like, man, the cops.
No, what'd you actually say? Yeah. What'd you say?
Yeah, I was like, so I go to the police officer. I'm like, how did you get this crowd out of here? They're
Did he
like,
ask you about Sod?
that one guy left, and then the whole crowd left.
and that's he told me the story, and there was still probably 8,000 people there, like at the podium there.
Our next guests were Doug Henry and John Dowd, and there were 12 fans.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Poor John Dowd
that
and
was
Doug
a
Henry.
bummer.
Yeah, no, it's a bad deal.
You know the cool thing about RV though is that
it's
for
right there. Let's not. I mean,
I'm trying to share.
I know, but it's
stories
going to
here.
pump him up even more, and he's going to go.
Right. That's okay. There's no way his head's getting bigger.
Yeah.
So, no, the cool thing is, so RV was kind enough to let me ride sometimes at his track back when he was still racing. And
Chad, were you Chad fighting? Or-
No, Chad would be in Australia.
Okay, all
Chad
right.
came too a couple times.
Yeah, but
Well, he's blocked
he
by
did.
Chad on
He
Instagram
crashed his
now.
brains out the one day.
Yeah, he did, and he went home.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's blocked now by Chad.
Blocked.
But when
You
Chad was in
sabotage him.
Australia, RV was cool, and you
Yeah.
know, whatever. It was awesome for me, but we would get to see the real RV at his house and joking around and very light. But at the races, as he said, these guys are under a lot of pressure, right? So people here, people at home, they don't get to really see that side of a rider. They don't get to see the personality because they're under so much stress and they have to get their sponsors in there, and there's just not time for that. So I think now for him to be around and racing or even at Motocross of Nations and get to share his personality, I think it's cool because we got to see that, and we'd always try to tell people hey, he's hilarious, but he just doesn't get to share that side of himself at the race. That's cool. That's my favorite part.
Best retired racer ever, everybody. Ryan Villopoto. Do you ever feel so if this Cincerillo kid ever works out, if he ever stays on two wheels and you might have a little bit of that too because you really got on him hard back in the day.
Well, you had to, right? I mean, geez. Been around Adam for a long time now. He started riding at my place when he was on an 80. So
I mean, you would never you were never let up on him.
I mean, you kind of have to stay on it. But no, he's a good dude, good kid.
So we want to see you back in Supercross at some races. That would be fun. But
Which ones?
What do you go? Which ones?
Yeah, which ones?
Daytona.
Oh.
Come up for that. Come up for.
I guarantee you anything was 20 laps
That's
is
a
not
lot of
happening.
training.
Maybe those triple
crowns. Okay.
Yeah, I mean
20 laps,
if
bro.
anything, just that. Yeah, just that.
But Seattle, they always bring that down to about 12.
Yeah.
Seattle's good.
Yeah, Seattle.
It'll be muddy.
Yeah,
It'll only be
it's a
12
mud
laps.
race.
No
Yeah,
practice,
I
probably.
guess.
5 minutes of
Yeah,
practice.
I guess. That could be one. Hometown.
Yeah.
What would you? What would you leave tomorrow night with and be happy?
Yeah.
And what would you be drinking beers and not caring? Or you're drinking beers anyways?
Well, if I ride Moto 1 and don't ride Moto 2 or 3, I'm still going to have beers.
Okay.
Okay.
I have not. There's a lot of people that are still racing in the sport, and not to take anything away from them, but I've accomplished a lot in the sport, so I have nothing else to accomplish that or need that I feel that I need to. So I'm here hanging out, having a good time, going to go race, see where I'm at. But other than that, if I get 5th, great. If I get 3rd, that's even better. If I get 8th, that's cool too. It really doesn't matter because I'm not out there.
Well, I want you to know. I hate to tell you and Chad make this race really interesting. I'm excited to see how you guys can do. Because is Chad good again? I don't know. We don't know if Chad's good again.
Why Chad though? I mean,
because he was terrible last year, and now we've been hearing from our JGR mole.
He's ripping.
He's ripping. So now we need to see if he's ripping or not.
all right.
And then you are,
Who beats who, Chad or RV? That's because he's here too.
JT? What do you think, JT?
Chad beat RV?
What do you think, JT?
Waffle. Where's that drop?
Is there a waffle drop?
Where's that drop at?
Come on, Marks.
I think it'll depend on the start. I'll take anything.
There we go, the start.
There we go.
Again.
Anything in the start.
It's a one day, everybody.
Anything can happen.
I'll take anything other than an MXGP guy winning. Anything besides that, which is not going to happen, so that's great. I'm good with anything.
Okay.
Do we have
Mole?
a guy racing from MXGP?
No, that's why I know I'm.
He lasted
in good
2
place.
laps last year.
Geyser was
Yeah,
bad.
Geyser,
Yeah.
he crashed.
He lasted
Crashed
1
his
lap.
brains
No
out.
visor,
2
Geyser.
laps.
He crashed his
She
brains.
say
crashed.
visors.
Based on what I saw today, I'm going to go with this guy.
You're going to go with that guy?
I'm going to go with this guy.
All right.
Yeah,
I was
Chad looked
pretty good
okay.
on the Dragon's back.
You looked good in the Dragon's back.
That was
you did.
we
Not
heard
gonna
that.
lie.
I thought you were the best
felt
on there,
pretty
but
good.
he said Mookie. Sorry.
I was told Mookie was good.
You
Better
were
than
good.
that.
The Dragon's back.
All right. I will
take
go
that.
with RV because he's here and we're Blue Crew members. We are Blue Crew
Okay.
teammates.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Like
RV.
that, like that.
And Pit Bike. I was also on the podium for the Pit Bike of the Nations, Canada 3rd.
Yeah, I seen you up there. As
Are you going to remember the Joker lane? That could influence.
Do I have
everything.
to at this point?
Well, last time you didn't, you knocked yourself out or whatever happened.
Yeah.
You crashed your brains out.
Oh, really? I don't remember
Who were you
that.
battling
Just
with
did,
that
and then
year?
he crashes into the paramedic.
Who is he
I
battling
think
with that year?
Dunge that year.
Oh,
Dunge missed it.
No, Dunge
missed it Moto
first.
one.
Dunge missed Moto 1 and then Moto 2, and you missed the
I think I
Joker lane.
missed
Who
it,
was he
maybe.
battling with?
I can't remember.
There was another guy.
Another guy.
And he came in on the outside and went underneath them as they were leaving the
Yeah,
stadium.
yeah. It
He was
was-
number 7 on a
Stu?
Suzuki.
Stu?
Stu. That's
Oh,
right.
Stu, yeah.
Stu.
Actually,
Yes.
somebody just posted a photo when he was we were side by side up the triple.
Yeah.
He was quite a bit lower than I was, but he was.
So, did you hear about this round table that was going to happen with all the past winners?
What?
Where?
Did you hear about this?
No.
Where
There was
was
some
it?
sort of roundtable on TV. I may or may not have talked to a guy yesterday named
Feld
Schmad
thing?
Schreed.
A Feld thing?
How are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah, you don't talk to Chad, but I do.
Feld thing,
do,
right?
actually.
All the
sometimes.
past winners were supposed to do a
I
roundtable.
did hear something about that.
See?
Yeah, and it was supposed to be. And then I asked about it in the last minute. And I
Okay,
shut-
because it was
shut
on a
down.
production schedule from the folks at Feld, I
Really?
guess.
Okay.
One man backed out.
Backed out or never responded to the request?
I think he backed out. He actually responded.
Stop it.
Yeah, and then he backed out.
Stop it.
So it
you
never
mean
happened.
Roger responded?
Yeah, exactly right.
Who's
Roger.
announcing?
Huh?
Ralph
Roger.
and Jeff?
Ralph and
Yeah,
Jeff.
yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Not
And
Weigandt.
Kristen B. No, not me. Not me. I'm a Supercross guy.
RV, thank you for your time. Thanks,
No,
everybody.
thanks for having
Thanks
me on
for
the
coming
show.
out.
RV!
Hey, can we do this all the time? Like,
What?
Can we get out of your house and do it here all the time?
Yeah, we can do it here all the time. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dude, you
come on
haven't been
by.
in the new house, though. The new house
Oh,
is
new
legit.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The space. It's great guys to work with, so maybe we'll keep doing it.
All right, let's do
Thanks
it.
for coming, buddy. Good
All
luck
right, thanks,
tomorrow.
guys.
All right,
Good luck,
Ryan Villopoto, everybody.
Greatest retired rider ever.
Greatest retired rider ever.
Yeah.
Thanks to Myrtle for bringing him out. Thanks for Lucas for bringing him out, because
Hey.
you know he ain't going to make it here. With that, let's go right into our X-Brand Goggle Tear-Offs. Let's do it, people.
It's the X-Brand Tear-Off segment. 15-second rapid-fire Q&A.
X-Brand Goggles, Choice of Champions everywhere. Fantastic company. Keefer's even wearing them now, everybody. Exclusive X-Brand athlete, Kris Keefer. Thank you, Keefer. Appreciate it.
No.
Hey, so seriously, keep this on.
You can do whatever the hell
No.
you want with that stopwatch.
Keep this on track. We're running
really
already
don't care.
behind.
Okay.
We'll make the Bradshaw wait, then you pay the ultimate price. 30 seconds on the clock. Here we go.
He'll be
These
all right.
questions are submitted by Corey Moser.
Who?
Does anybody know him?
Don't know that guy.
Corey Moser. No, don't know who that is.
Familiar. Yeah, okay.
No.
All right, let's go, Marks.
Steve, are the rumors true that you turned Josh Hill away at the door tonight?
No, but that would be epic. That would be fucking epic. I should have done that. I should have done that. But hey, at Montreal, Supercross, Josh is racing. An elevator opens up on my floor going down. I get in. It's me, a guy, and Hill. And Hill's just, we're not saying a word to each other.
Awkward.
A small elevator, too. A big guy. The guy in the elevator goes, "Oh, Steve Matthes, this is the greatest. You are awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I love your stuff." I'm like, yes.
That's a mic drop right there. Just walk out the elevator and say,
Suck
fuck
it, Hill.
Never said anything about Hill?
Nah.
No.
Probably didn't even know who he was. All right, let's go. Next question. Turn my ass away at a monster party.
JT, if Reed rides for JGR next year and they shut down his VIP program, which rider will Truman jump ship to with another VIP experience?
I don't think they would do that. I think it's honestly a great
serious.
experience for fans, and I think JGR would welcome that. So I don't know. I don't expect that. Honestly, I didn't know how that would go going in, but honestly, everybody had a great time. We had plenty of people on our side. He had plenty of people on their side.
How would you know you were blocked?
Well, Dan's one of my best
Dan.
friends.
He's got a
Dan
fake
told you.
alias
All right.
name is following him probably.
All right, 22 seconds. Here we go. All right, next up.
2-2.
Oh, you
Weege.
got the drop.
What?
The tear-off drop.
I just did it.
Yeah,
It was
no,
good.
good job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sight bike.
Jab, jab.
Weege, if Hill froze over and you got the Supercross announcing gig besides GL, who would you want to be the color analyst?
Well, that would already answer itself. That would be GL. That's
Moser.
what GL
That's a schlong
is.
shot.
But my hope is that we don't have a third person in the booth named Red Bull Vodka. That would just be my one hope. That it's just GL and I, and no assistance for
Yeah.
GL.
Ask
I
my
miss
Dodge
old
about
GL.
Red Bull
I miss
vodka.
old GL, too.
Oh, throwing
Ask
up
my
in the
Dodge
vehicle.
about
Yes.
Red Bull vodka is on the way.
Throwing
home.
up in the vehicle. Yes.
I'm getting tuned up
Are
over
you-
here, bro.
Are you getting the Supercross job?
Yeah, it's official. It's happening. No, I have no idea. I have no idea. Yeah.
All right. Can I get in the booth?
30
Yeah, what's
seconds.
up? Yeah,
I got
30
a thing or
seconds.
two to say.
If
Hey.
they put me in the booth, then all bets are
Right,
off.
right.
So maybe
I want to talk about those nets a lot.
they were in full effect today.
Weege would be good at Supercross.
He'd be
I feel.
fantastic.
I've been
Yeah.
telling them
He's
that.
Weege for
fantastic.
Supercross announcing?
He's
I've
just too
told some
inside,
people
man. He's
that,
too
and they don't
inside.
seem to be nearly as impressed as this crowd.
Nicknames. He's too inside.
Too
many nicknames.
Nobody likes info
Nope.
like that.
All right, let's go.
Kiefer, which rider missing the Joker lane was most shocking?
Yeah, I would say Dunge. My favorite moment would be when they had the camera and they're showing RV and Dungy, and RV lets Dungy know he missed it. You can just see Dungy's Christian ass going, fuck!
Well, the best part was like...
I'm like, yes, you said a cuss word. I like that guy now.
Dungy looks at RV and he's like, where'd you go? What happened to you? And he's like, bro, I was at the Joker lane. Yeah. Everybody was there. And he's like, oh, shit.
I think he was pumped. He's like, I finally beat this guy. I've been waiting 7 years to beat this dude straight up. I got him. And then the bad news.
Stu never forgot the Joker lane.
30 seconds.
All right, let's go.
Steve.
Yep.
Whose post-retirement races will go down in history as most memorable? MC racing a Supercross, pulling a hole shot, and throwing a knack-knack, Wyndham racing for Team Puerto Rico, or RV racing MEC?
Oh, that's a good one. Damn you, Moser. Wyndham was great.
It was awesome.
Wyndham was fantastic.
It was awesome.
Yeah. He was great. I'll go MC, hole shotting, knack. See you later. Two-stroke. What's up, bitches? I'm back.
But it was cool. I think Weege tweeted this, was about the guys
30 seconds.
Passing, had a family member passing.
Yeah. Someone came up to Wyndham and said, our son died in a street bike accident. He's in this urn. They had a tiny, thimble of an urn, and Wyndham cut a hole in his crossbar pad and rode with him all weekend last weekend.
That's freaking badass.
Yeah.
Kevin Wyndham. Yeah.
He can do it all. All right, next question. Let's get this thing going. Come on, Bradshaw's waiting.
JT, which race has a better after party, Monster Cup or Vegas Supercross?
I think they're kind of the same, to be honest. I will say that I think the May race is a little...
J-Law's championship party here.
Oh, God. I don't even think legally I'm allowed to talk about that party. But I think the May race is a little different because there's been this 5-month run of races, and everybody's just so burnt out and so happy that Supercross is coming to an end, so it's a different feel. This race is more loose, laid back, no pressure, so different feel.
25 seconds. All right.
Shut up.
Somebody just bought me a beer. That's 2 free drinks so far. Yeah.
Hey,
Lots of freebies.
Maybe you can use the money to buy some sod.
Or bail.
Yeah.
I think bail is actually what I need for the sod. Yes.
All right, next question. Let's go. Come on.
Weege, Monster Cup has attempted to draw in the GP riders with a tamed down Supercross track, so why won't that pussy Hurlings come race us?
I feel like how many things we need to stack in front of him. We need to then see if he's the best trials rider, the best off-road rider, the best jumping through a ring of fire.
Hey, what if he won? What if he
can you imagine? Now, again, the Tim Geiser thing proved last year.
Yeah.
Remember everyone said the setups were off for donations for our guys? What were they saying about Geiser's Honda in practice
he
last
just
year?
used outdoor stuff, and it was
Too
terrible.
soft.
It was god-awful.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Not going to happen.
All right.
How many seconds was that?
25.
Keefer, if you had to watch Heather bang one of the riders racing tomorrow, who would you pick?
It's a pulp show, everybody.
I gotta hold on. Everyone chill out for a second. Hey, you said one of the riders tomorrow night? Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Weston Pike. I feel like he'd have a big fucking dog.
That seems cruel.
I wanted, if I was going to treat Heather to something like that, I want her something bigger than what I got.
Okay, all right. I thought Keefe After Dark wasn't happening.
That wasn't After Dark.
Okay.
That's NC-17.
Do you approve, Heather? Is that an acceptable answer?
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
All right, next question. Come on, let's keep us on the track here.
Steve.
Yep.
RV doesn't need the money, so why this 180-degree turn around and interest in moto and racing now that he's retired?
I think he's having fun. It seems like it. It seems like he's having a great time.
Yeah. Less pressure
You got to see the
No
size
pressure.
of those checks, though, too.
Oh, God, right? But there's no pressure on him. Yeah, he's having fun. Haven't seen, yeah.
Weege, besides Monster-sponsored athletes, do any of the riders really care about this race?
Yeah, they do. They claim it's for testing until it goes horribly they'll know about 3 minutes into the first main event.
And then they go, there's no whoops. It's not.
Yeah,
no big
it's
deal.
not like a real
Yeah.
Supercross track. It doesn't really help for testing, and I'm out.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
JT, which rider will benefit the most from racing Monster Cup tomorrow?
Benefit. That's tough. I would say anybody switching to a new bike because you really get to shake down your bike. So Webb.
Chad Reed.
Probably. I would say Webb.
Chad Reed.
He already gets to race his bike. I think Webb, honestly, because he's making a debut on a completely new team, and it's time to hit the reset button.
Keefer.
Yeah, that's good.
Which do you prefer? Long sessions of quote-unquote races or multiple short sessions?
One long one. I can go to sleep.
1.6.
That's all.
That's the X-Brand Goggle Terrace, everybody. X-Brand Goggles. The choice of champions everywhere. Speaking of champions, let's get him up here. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Damon Bradshaw, everybody.
Yeah,
the beast
buddy.
from the East.
Wow.
Damon Bradshaw.
Wow, I just can't even.
I can't even finish this interview.
You want to sit here, Steve?
I'd like
No, further. Yeah.
Where's my table for my drink? Over here?
Sure.
I'll gladly hold it. For
Move
you.
that table over to Bradshaw
Whichever
right now.
table you want.
I feel like the T-shirt cannon right now. I'm so excited about Bradshaw being here. I'm very excited.
Right.
I feel like a T-shirt cannon.
Damon, welcome back to the sport. We got you back. You were in
Thanks,
Monster
man.
Trucks too long. Too long for Monster Trucks.
I agree. It's great to be back, and I've heard that several times over the last couple of days at the AIM show. So, yeah, I mean, it really is. I kind of call it like the full circle. I mean, I was literally gone for 12, 15 years, so it's cool to come back around and have those conversations with people that I wasn't able to have with because I had that racing brain going, you know?
Yeah.
How did he not drive the Carolina Crusher? How was he not the Carolina Crusher?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have been Carolina Crusher. Yeah, or Chicken Matasevich's Gravedigger.
Who can forget the rivalry race?
The
between
Legends
Chicken-
race at the old U.S. Open, which
the
was
way
this
down.
race when you battled Chicken, and Chicken did not come in prepared. I don't feel he came in ready.
Hey, chicken, come on out. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'll wait for you back here. There's no TVs back here.
Yeah. Damon, you were a two-time member of the Motocross of Nations winning team. What the hell happened last weekend?
You know, I don't think there's really any excuses. I think the guys they rode bad. They had a bad weekend. The other guys were great.
Yep.
I mean, their bikes and how they rode and the conditions, I just think it fit everything perfect. I mean, I know what that pressure's like. I've talked about it a lot, and it's really hard to put into words. And it's one of those events that you feel like the world is riding on you. Even though we were on our home soil, I don't know what that would feel like because every time I went, it was overseas. But it just was tough. I mean, it's just really tough racing under those conditions. And, you know, regardless of the money or what maybe they would have won if they would have won somewhere else, I don't know. I just think they had a bad weekend, man. They were off.
Can you please disprove his theory that he's used on the Pulp Show and tonight?
Do you know my theory, Damon?
No.
He said...
Let me explain it because you'll fuck it up.
Don't try to twist it now.
Hey, it's a terrible theory, Bradshaw.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Plessinger's got a 450 ride coming up, right? Cooper might... Cooper. Sorry.
Tomac.
Barsha might be a little bit tired. And I just feel like their minds might have been somewhere else besides on the task at hand.
I don't think so. I mean,
Thank you, Damon. All right, we're good. We're good.
I didn't even hear what was going on before I came out here.
Yeah.
I disagree with that because it's, again, that pressure. You know it's coming, right? The guys know they're on that team, and you start building up until you're there. So I think they all were prepared. I just think there's no other reason in saying they got beat, and it wasn't their weekend. Yeah. I mean, it happens to the best of you, right? I mean, and those guys are good. I mean, I remember back in the day, I was talking back there how they could go out in a time practice, and we weren't used to that format, and they could just kill it. And then come first moto, second moto, it was a different program. So they were really good at that. To where now, you know, our format is very similar. I just think they had a bad weekend, man.
You were not thinking about staying healthy for Supercross while you were in a Nations moto?
No.
Well,
You're just going for
I
it?
didn't. I ended up in the hospital, so obviously wasn't thinking really
when
good
you were
about
on
that.
when you were on the Turd-tastic 91 YZ 125 at Des Nations.
Yeah, I was.
In the set.
I was. It was. Yeah, it was. Not, I mean, we didn't have a 125 rider. I think it was that year. We didn't have a 125 rider, so we had no testing. And you know, I obviously wanted to go. It was an honor to go, and so we did. But the bike was just so far behind. It was brutal.
Kiefer, we saw Damon at the Fly Racing launch up in Idaho. You were doing lots with him.
Yeah, it's fun. Like Damon was in my era, so I looked up to Damon.
You're out there racing with Bradshaw.
Yeah, and we get out there together. And just a quick story. So he's
You're
out
lucky he didn't
ripping
take you
corners, and I'm getting behind. I'm thinking, okay,
I would have if I would have had the opportunity, but he didn't give it to me.
So I'm in behind him, and he knows that I'm back there, and he rips this one corner and just freaking blows the berm out, rips the side of a shrub out of the freaking ground. I'm like, no, this guy's ain't fucking around.
It's all still a race, you know.
Right.
I don't know when that'll ever go away.
Put the helmet on, and it is go time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little better at backing it down, but not still. When I get some kid picking on me, not that you're a kid, but when I get some kid picking on me on a 450 and I'm on a 250 two-stroke, it's still there.
I tell the story. I've told JT. You came out to Boulder City out here to race that vet race.
Yeah.
Tortelli, Dubach, you, a few guys, and Tortelli beat you. and you were so mad.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
like, dude, there's like 100 people here. Like, nobody cares.
Doesn't matter.
You were so pissed. I'll leave out what you were calling him, but you were so mad at Tortelli. Awesome. Like, yeah, it was no, but I'm like, holy shit, this dude means business no matter what he's doing. Like, he's
I don't know if that'll ever go away.
right. You're going to be back at the races a lot with, of course, Fly Racing, WPS. Now, presenting sponsor? What are you guys?
Supercross?
Yeah,
something like that.
Okay,
Something. We're a sponsor. Yeah, we're going to be
huge sponsor.
Can you help me get the TV gig?
Yeah.
Can you pull that string for me real quick?
We'll talk later.
Okay, all right.
We'll talk later.
All right.
So, are you ready for this? You're going to be no, I don't know about all of them, but your schedule picks up. You're deep into the sport now.
Yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be nice to be back there, and especially being a part of the Fly Racing family. And we're still not real sure what my role is going to be, but I'm sure me and Jason's going to figure that out.
Max will figure
Max,
it out.
well, yeah, everybody's so busy trying to get geared up for this thing, but I think it's going to be cool. It's going to be a change. It's going to be a great for everybody that's a part of Fly Racing and everybody else.
I would have him out, lights dark, spotlight,
cowboy hat on a scissor lift.
No, YZ number 8. What do you think? 8.
4 was good.
4
That was solid too.
Axo.
Yep.
Out there.
Now, cowboy hat, 92 Atlanta, cowboy hat, scissor lift.
On a camel.
Whites dark.
We did. We wrote, I don't know if some people remember, but we
camel?
rode camels a couple
Was
times.
that Abu Dhabi SX?
Literally.
True.
Out for opening ceremonies.
Camel Supercross.
Yeah.
I just
exactly.
remember 1992 Atlanta. The lights go out, and all I see is Bradshaw coming up on a scissor lift with a cowboy hat on. I lost my fucking mind. I think I peed my pants.
Right.
I really do. I was like 12 years old.
You had never seen Jesus, but you're pretty sure that's Jesus. Right, like that guy right there.
I'm from New Jersey. I don't know anything about cowboys. I hate country music. I don't know anything about horses or westerns or anything at all. Yeah, I hate it all.
Yeah.
So they had that race on TV, and I didn't even know this. They're like, the black hat is for the bad guy. And how about Bradshaw running the black hat? So then there was a store in the mall by me that had a black cowboy hat for $50. So there was no way I was going to buy it.
Okay, I thought that story
So
right
I
there.
asked
Well, that
for
definitely wasn't a Charlie One Horse if it was $50.
Really?
Okay, all
yeah,
right.
yeah. So I said, yeah, yours was probably $500, the one you were wearing.
It was given to me.
So I asked my parents for that for Christmas, and they're like, what? You want a black cowboy hat? I'm like, I have my reasons.
Yeah.
Because Damon Bradshaw once wore a black cowboy
I
hat.
think we all have a Damon story. I almost got divorced because of Damon. Remember, Heather didn't know who he was, and I almost kicked her out of the fucking car.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
We just signed her over to a night with Weston. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Damon's not racing. I'd hand her over.
Damon, when you talk to fans, I mean, one of the things we remember you about was, winning the most races ever in Supercross history and unfortunately losing the title at the last round. One of your, shittier moments of your career,
Yes.
although there were tons of great ones. But do you get tired of people saying, what happened? Or like, what, I mean, what's that? What's that like?
I don't. It's just like what I said about the guys earlier, man.
Yeah.
I had a horrible night,
Yeah.
and there was really nobody's fault but my own. I rode horrible. And,
Yeah.
the mindset was obviously a lot of pressure going in, and I typically performed well under pressure, but that particular one I did not.
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't know why it was, but I just felt like everybody on the starting line, except for the guys at Yamaha, at the time my girlfriend, now my wife of 23 years back there, wanted to see me lose. And that's
Yeah.
literally kind of how it
Yeah.
really was. But
Yeah.
I really don't. It doesn't bother me. I mean, it was just
Yeah.
one of those bad times. And when you get beat, I don't have any problem giving somebody credit, and I did.
Yeah. But now you got to go into these dealerships or wherever, us idiots, and you're like, yeah, I got it. Like, I got it. I had a bad night.
I hear a lot of the same stories because I visit different people, and they all have similar stories. But
Right.
I like to hear them, and I like to talk about it and reminisce.
Do you think if you won that championship, would that have changed your career?
I think so. I do. I mean, out of all honesty, I think it would have for sure. It was definitely a hard one to swallow, and to move on. And I mean, I won some races after that, but wasn't near as successful. So I had knee surgery right after that. A lot of people didn't know this, but we were running nationals and Supercross at the time, so we were at Redbud, I think, before Indy, and then we went to LA. So at Redbud, me and Stanton were racing, and I crashed and ended up with my pants down around my knees, and I was throwing rocks at the photographers because they were taking photos of me. It was Motocross Action photographer, actually.
Yeah.
And I could see this big lens down there, and so I started throwing rocks at him because he's taking pictures of me. And a lot of the last photos in their magazine was me laying on the ground or something bad. So I was like, I know who that is. So I started hurling rocks. So
Anderson will be doing that to me tomorrow night.
yeah, during that next week, we figured out that I tore my ACL. But that wasn't the reason I lost the championship. I still had to deal with it. We went to Indy. I was riding fine, and I stepped off and lost 25 points.
Yeah. Gas. You're working with Gas now.
Yep.
How is it? How do you like it? They've got a lot of line of bikes that you can ride.
Yeah, I mean, I'd ride the 250 or the 250 usually on moto and the 300 off road, and it's good. It's a small company, and I think I will be able to see growth hopefully over the next 5 years. And if I was riding some other motorcycle, I'm not going to see that. So I like working with small companies. I'm sure a lot of people, I have options that I can work with the biggest ones or the smallest ones, but I enjoy helping out the small guys. It's like my suspension guy.
Yeah,
I love that, and
It's just great to have you back.
Well, now
Bradshaw.
my role is I like weekend warrior type of people because to me that's the guys that are making it all possible for everybody to go racing.
I've never seen a gas go so damn fast.
Has a gas ever gone faster?
No, I've never seen one that fast ever.
The gas guys are like, this is an odd thing.
I think I saw Mike Brown earlier, and I know he was making some comments about me riding gas. You're out there, Mike?
Who?
Maybe he's
Mike Brown.
Mike Brown.
Oh, Mike Brown.
Yeah.
I already got him back for it though.
If those two battle,
Mike Brown.
it would just turn to dust.
I just
There's
feel
two
like
guys ramming
I feel
each
like
other.
they would just go until their tanks are empty,
Yeah.
and then they would step off the bikes and start fist fighting.
Yes.
And then that's how Mike Brown and Bradshaw's race would go. That's it.
We have had our battles for sure.
Just a cloud of dust. Just
Right.
a giant cloud of dust and like an earthquake.
Listen, you guys are part of Supercross. Fly Racing is killing it right now with Pike and Bag and all these guys. Nothing tops Bradshaw. Nothing.
It's funny because if you go into a dealership with Bradshaw, you get one of two responses. You get the young kid who's behind the counter, and if anything, he knows Damon from Monster Trucks, which is cool. But he's like,
it's not cool.
A big deal. And then I slap him and say, "You don't know you don't know who you're talking to, right?" And then you get the older parts manager that, like, he just saw Jesus. Like,
Yeah,
Jesus
right.
has just walked into the dealership, and I'm like, I got my pin out because I'm ready to write an order. Like, it's go time.
Bradshaw's like, how about you stock 70 batteries for firepower?
This guy's entranced by Damon Bradshaw. So for me and anyone, I've kind of quantified it to like 34, 35 years and older. If you're in that crew, Damon Bradshaw was God at a certain time.
Yeah, because I had to
He
do
really was.
weeds every time I came home from school. So we had a house full of weeds, and I wanted a set of axle gear like Damon. And my dad said, okay, you do a certain amount of weeds in the yard, you get some gear. And I remember I did it all in 2 days.
God, I wish that would have worked for my kids.
And we hauled
That didn't
ass down to Chaparral, and we got
Yeah.
a set of axle gear.
Wow. Weege, what's your favorite Bradshaw moment?
Favorite moment?
The Bercy?
Favorite race? Oh, well, I didn't see that one until YouTube discovered it like 5 years ago. The greatest takeout of all time. I mean, that was like a full-on WWF.
That was bad.
That was bad.
And that's even chicken that he feels bad about.
right,
Absolutely.
right.
But my favorite racing-wise, at least in the United States, is like one of your first, the Miami Sand Supercross in 1989.
I was there.
You were there.
I was there.
You and about 9 fans.
Yeah.
Crowd was not good.
Not good.
No, 1989 Miami Supercross. The track was made of sand. So what happened?
water. Sand and water.
Sand and water. So I guess every jump face was probably like shaped like that monster claw, right? Just ruts.
Oh yeah, it was gnarly.
And then you start last, and then you crash, and then you crash again, and then you start jumping, which I'm sure if you watch the video now, it's probably like a 20-foot on-off. But it looked like a 1,000-foot jump for 1989 and a 125. Last to first with 2 crashes, jumping this ridiculous section. That was Damon Bradshaw all the way.
Yeah.
Win or crash.
Little known fact, that track in Miami in the 80s was actually, that was all cocaine. The entire track.
It was made of cocaine.
Yes.
I think that was the race.
Maybe that's why he was crashing so
Ty
much.
Davis,
He's
right?
trying to get down there.
Yeah.
That's the reason for the weight race charge.
Yes. Oh, it's just fired up.
Yeah.
Damon, it's great to have you back. Thank you for your time tonight. I appreciate you coming up here. Damon Bradshaw,
Yeah,
everybody.
man, thank you guys. And this has to be the funnest interview talk that I've ever. in my career, this
Good
is
to
awesome.
hear that. Get used to it because we're going to be interviewing you a lot
Well,
all
good.
year long.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for supporting.
Damon
Appreciate
Bradshaw, everybody.
Damon Bradshaw. Can't believe it.
My beer.
Thanks for the beer.
Yeah,
Thanks
I
for the
couldn't
beers,
agree more,
everybody.
Keefer.
Thanks
Damon
for the beers.
Bradshaw.
Yes.
Hey, I don't even fucking drink, but I'll drink with Damon.
Absolutely.
It's just cool that Damon knows my name.
That tastes like
I
shit.
can't believe he knows my name. I can't believe
It's
he
an
knows my
acquired taste.
All right, everybody. We got a few more things coming up. We got a team announcement coming up that is going to shock some people.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It is going to
Breaking news right here
It
tonight.
is going to shock some people.
Yes, yes.
Thanks to
JT's
Fire-
back.
Yeah, JT. No. JT's racing the Monster Cup. No. Your last year was bad. Like, do you ever feel like
Thank you.
Did you ever feel like you got to make a little bit of redemption from that?
No.
Okay. All right.
Remember when he effed over Dunge at Hangtown? Dunge was trying to get Stu.
No,
And
that
he totally
wasn't his
screwed-
last year, I don't think.
I think
Was that
it was
your last year?
That was last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he totally screwed Dunge over.
Yeah.
Dunge is trying to get Stu.
Yeah.
Did you help? Did you want him to do that? Because it helped Stu immensely.
No, I didn't. I was
the
happy.
best part of that story. So I got in his way accidentally, whatever. The next weekend at Freestone, which not on the series anymore, but we're at Texas and we're on the starting line, and outdoors are pretty mellow for those of you don't get to go to a lot of these races. Supercross is crazy tense before the start. No one's looking at each other. Everyone's scared to make eye contact. A lot of nerves. Outdoors is pretty mellow because you have 70 minutes of racing, and everyone's kind of BSing, whatever. It's a different vibe. So I walk up to Dunge and say, "Hey, man," I shake his hand, grab his arm, say, "Really sorry, I would never do that on purpose. My bad." And I grab his arm and I'm like, "Holy shit, dude is strong." Like I even told him, "Dude, you are in great shape."
I don't have a chance against you.
Kudos, you are in great shape.
Sounds
all
gay.
right. Should we do the
Dungy. Who knew?
Let's do the BTO Sports tweet at Travis segment, and we're going to open the floor to you guys for questions. You're going to run around?
Head down?
Yeah, we got
I'll
a
head down.
wireless
All
over there. BTOsports.com. Tweet at Travis.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you this important bulletin from
BTOsports.com.
Here's the tweets of Travis.
BTOsports.com. Thank you to those guys as well. Thanks to Firepower. Please check them out on the web, BTOsports.com. Call and mention PulpMX. They'll give you a hell of a discount. Fly Racing, of course, Firepower again. Great guys down there. So, Weege, we're going to give some stuff away, too, some Firepower products. So, hit that mute button. Remember, I gave you one instruction. It was on the... No, it's not on the bottom.
It's just right below the speak part.
Little button.
You have one
Tech
job.
guys
coming. Tech
So-
guy.
One job.
There
So
you
tell
go.
me that RV figured this out, but you can't.
If you have a question, put your hand up. Weigandt will come down and...
It was on the whole time.
Okay, all right. Fantastic. Weigandt will come and get your question. Marks, you have some questions pulled up also. So
yes.
we can do it. Let's start with
That's
that.
the
We each peruse the crowd for questions. Put your hand up, but we'll start, Marks, with you.
Okay.
This one's from Spags. Steve, what color wristband do you get for the Monster After Party?
I get none. I just stopped going. There's no chance I can get in.
You get a red one for stop because you're
I
not
don't think
coming
Hill
in.
is in control of that anymore.
Well, someone is, and they don't like me.
I think that's fair for the general consensus of everyone, right?
Yeah, I'm not. I can't go. It sucks. Maybe I'll send Pookie.
Audience question right here.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Can't see you.
What's your question?
Yep.
Who has the better finish tomorrow, Reed or Villopoto?
Oh, we already covered that, but RV's
Yeah.
not here, so I'll go Reed. Reed's fucking fast.
I think Reed too, because Reed is riding. He needs to show up tomorrow to walk this deal into place.
I talked to him yesterday, I said, "Are you good?" He's like, "Yeah, I feel good." And I'm like, "Okay."
No, he will be ready.
Yeah.
But this race is so weird. Like you can be riding great, and if you get a poor start, it doesn't matter.
What are you gonna do? Right. All right. Anything else out there at Weege?
I can tell you're definitely rooting for Villopoto, correct?
Correct, yes.
Actually, wait, you're from Australia. I should not use the term rooting, should I?
Yeah, it kind of
call.
means something
Good
different
call.
from where we're from, so probably shouldn't go with that.
That's
One
Keefer
time
after dark. That's Keefer after dark.
Yeah, one time I tweeted the entire crowd is rooting for Chad Reed, and Ellie said, "Don't say that." The Australians have a totally different term. All right, what's your question?
Hi, this is Nicholas from Denmark. So
Denmark?
we've seen,
Denmark.
long way. Hey,
Yeah.
actually called into the show once, like a while ago. Anyway, so we've seen a lot of really good Supercross tracks, and then a lot of really bad ones as well. Why don't they ever reuse Supercross tracks that has produced like great racing in the past? Because we still see a lot of shitty.
I don't
shitty
know.
racing.
I don't know.
Sometimes they do.
Just take Glendale.
Sometimes
and
they
run
do.
it.
If you really go back, so when I was racing, every rider that's out there during the week, they study the track leading into the next weekend. Okay, that's just part of the game, and you know what you need to work on. They reuse a lot of the same sections. I've looked at tracks and been like, yeah, this track was 1% different than San Fran 4 years ago.
Yeah, but you can walk it and realize whatever. If it's 1% different than San Fran 4 years ago, it's still garbage.
No, I'm saying, but
like you can still be like, this
but
sucks.
the question was, why don't they reuse them?
Right.
They
Reuse
do,
the good ones.
They do reuse a lot
Reuse
of the
the
same
good
sections.
ones. Yeah. All right, Weege.
I got one question here, and then apparently another one from the back that'll be really good. But what is your question? This guy made me the cheap pulpy, actually, by the way, so I appreciate that.
Give him the firepower stuff, Weege.
He said he doesn't want it, so guess who gets to keep it? Free tie downs for me, courtesy of the great folks at Firepower.
All right.
And what's your question?
At what point during last weekend's race did you realize we were fucked? Like,
Dude,
was it during
no.
qualifying? Because my buddy
No.
Keith here, we were watching, and he was like, during the first qualifying race, he's like, yeah, we're fucked.
No,
You're fucked.
Seriously, I walked out of my hotel room Thursday morning, and it was pouring rain, and I looked over at one of my coworkers and said, "We are so fucked."
The first
thing I said.
first practices, they were 10th, 4th, and 12th. Right?
Hey, when we get
Saturday
practice,
Saturday morning practice.
Oh, you're 48 hours behind when I said we're fucked.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, if you were at the race, you're like, how are they 12th and 10th on Red Bud right now? And that was when it all started.
Best thing we did was the gate pick.
Yes, number 2.
Drawing
USA
second,
gate
yeah.
pick.
Yes.
You want me to get going on gate picks for Motocross of Nations?
You don't like that?
I got
Watery
15
ball.
minutes to go with that. All right, next question.
We have a guy in the back, very, very back row. He's a 40-year-old plus rider, pretty fast locally at his track Muddy Creek Raceway in Blounteville, Tennessee. And he wants to throw down a challenge to one of the men on the stage. What rider do you want to battle with?
Keefer.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike Brown.
We got Mike Brown in the back of the room, everybody. Mike Brown is here.
Hey.
You guys have a world vet race coming up.
Yeah.
And Brownie is gunning for
Hold on,
you.
didn't this get settled already at Loretta's 2 years
No,
ago?
that's his turf. That's his turf. That's his turf.
Heather is very excited.
Chill down, Heather. Easy.
Chill
up
down.
there. You're in my yard now, Brownie. All right. You want to come? You want to come to GH and experience what it's all about? I wasn't there last year, so I'm coming this year.
Oh
You're
boy.
gonna get punished.
Oh, this is Mike
You're
Brown
fucked.
talking about.
If I'm 10 seconds near him, that's a win.
Mike Brown will never stop racing. He will never stop racing.
It doesn't matter. Mike Brown will race for free.
All right, Weege, anybody else?
More in the back. Here we go.
What are the odds of a Red Bull athlete winning the Monster Cup and a Monster athlete winning the Red Bull race next weekend?
Is there a monster guy doing the straight rhythm?
RV.
Good point.
RV's racing more
Marv
than
won
anyone
Red
who's
Bull
not
won last
retired.
year. Marv won last year.
Stank Dog. What's the Stank Dog's energy drink? Maui Wowie?
That's an excellent point.
Whatever it is, they're growing it next door.
Yeah.
Stank Dog heard Keefer's story about picking weeds out of the yard, but he got a couple of the details confused. We got a question right here.
This one's for JT. So fly racing, obviously having a lot of success recently, which is awesome to see. Historically, you guys have been a kind of a champion for the privateer, kind of the underdog. Do you see with the shift of having that success, not supporting the privateer as much as you guys have? I hope not, obviously. And also, do you see some of your longtime followers like that have bought fly gear in the past, maybe looking to other brands?
No, actually, that's one of the cornerstones of what we've done. Luckily, our success has enabled us to go up and get the bigger fish and become a sponsor of Supercross and do those things. But that's only a benefit of the things that have happened. We are fully committed to privateers. Max, is our pro athlete manager, and I think every privateer out there has probably dealt with him at some point. And that's who we are. We're a very grassroots company. I would say just the upside of the success has allowed us to get other guys, but we are who we are. That's never going to end.
Weege, what's the slogan?
We'll sponsor anyone?
Yeah. That's it.
We'll sponsor anyone. Yes. Is that still alive?
We got a question up front here, too, Weege.
Okay.
Grab this guy
And I got
here.
swag now, but I'm also going to get feedback as I come near these speakers. Where's the question?
This is really hurting Weege to give away things.
Last time I
It's killing me to give this stuff
did
away.
that, it didn't go well.
What?
Last time I raised my hand and asked the question, it didn't go
Oh,
very
God,
good.
yeah, no.
Yeah,
Oh, Marv.
Oh, you made Marv cry. That's right. You made Marv Booth cry.
Congratulations.
That was a bad day.
Yes. Made him cry. All right, what's your question?
I actually have two questions. I had one, but then I just thought of another one.
All right.
The first one
Only
is
one.
An old school bench racing question.
Yep.
If McGrath signed with Suzuki back in '93, would he have won the title and
Hell
gone
no.
on to be the champion?
Hell
the
no.
king?
Not that year.
No.
Okay.
Hondas were better.
And then my second question.
Ask Swink.
My second question is.
He can't.
Serious question.
Made people cry.
No,
Yeah.
serious question. How many more years do we get to the pleasure of listening to PulpMX?
This is my last year. I've already.
It's your last year, right?
2019 will be my last year on the circuit. Last year of everything.
So full of
That'll
shit.
be it.
What are you going to do?
I don't know.
Yeah, he can't get me
I
to
don't
go.
know.
I ain't going.
What?
You're like, I'm not
I'm
going.
going to open up a giant Bassett rescue.
What are you going to do for money?
The Bassets. I will sell the Bassets for money.
At a rescue?
Yeah. I don't know. All right.
Let's move on.
All right.
I know it's your last season. Was this your last season?
No,
or was it coming
up. It was supposed to be coming up.
19.
Pulp hockey.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Right.
More questions up front, and thanks for the chains and the tie downs from our
Firepower,
folks at
everybody.
Firepower.
Lithium batteries, hard parts, they got it.
Yeah, they're known for
This show wouldn't
batteries,
have
but also
happened
other
without
stuff.
Firepower.
Yeah.
Nice
Yep.
work on getting Kyle and everybody at Firepower
Yeah,
involved.
it's WPS. That's
We'll sponsor anyone.
To them.
We'll sponsor anyone. All right, what's your question?
Yeah, you touched on riders on new bikes at Monster Energy Cup.
Yep.
What about Savachi on the 450?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Listen, did you listen to the show when I talked about Savachi? I don't know how he's going to do, but he needs a fucking PR makeover. And now he's wearing French gear, head to toe.
Hey, I looked at it today. It's not that bad.
Is it French gear? Just one?
I don't know where Just One's from.
Okay.
These guys are excited.
But, Italy, yeah. I don't know. I think he's going to be okay. I think he's going to do well.
Less
He'll be
pressure.
5 to 10 guy. I like the look of the gear. It's fine. But just Savachi himself, I just feel like he's got to be funnier or
Well, you know, I think the big thing for Savachi is he really, really needs to produce this year because there is a long line of people wanting that spot.
Don't you think there's less pressure on him this year than there was last year?
That could be something that works. Less pressure, right?
Well, I don't think he's lucky to get the ride. He won a lot of races for Cowie, and this is the natural progression of it. But that's a very coveted spot, and he's going to have to get results to stay there.
Yeah. He's under
I
pressure.
talked to Joey today. He's aware that everyone hates him.
Oh, he is?
He's well aware that everybody hates him, and he said, now I'm going to start doing things purposely to get people mad because what else am I going to do?
I don't think it's fair to say people hate him. I just think he's kind of blah. Like, nobody has a strong feeling about him.
Dude, have you read the
You don't
comments?
have a mic.
He can't post anything without getting ripped for some reason.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
Chill down.
You like the Just One gear.
What do you want? Yeah, his podium. No, I don't know about that.
Oh.
Well, yeah, his podium.
All right, well, at
interviews
least we
are-
know why.
you
At least we know why people don't like him.
He does, to his credit, he always says, "Oh, it could have been better," and he got second. Like,
Yeah. All right, Weege, what else you got?
My next drink, whatever you're buying. Okay, so what's your question?
So,
I
who do
got
you
you.
think
I
will
feel what you're
miss the Joker lane? And we need a Tim Ferry story.
That's fair. That's fair.
Well, Timmy.
I'm going to give you tie
Timmy
downs
was
some
at the
firepower for that.
Nations.
Yeah, tie downs.
Nobody wanted to talk to him about 03. Everyone wanted to talk about when he won the Nations.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that kind of sucked. Like everyone, I was hanging out with him all weekend. It was great. It was
you
fantastic.
paid good money to sit with him too, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, I paid $500. I sat with him. Although I was not next to him, my ticket said TF01, meaning seat 1, and some jerk-offs were there first, and they were sitting next to Timmy, and I was 3 down from him, and I had to yell at him hey, remember that Supercross?
We need a good Timmy story. I'll share a good Timmy story, and we'll move on.
All right, you go ahead.
Okay.
My best Timmy story. My best Timmy story is. I've said this on the air, so maybe people heard it. So he wins Supercross in '99. It's $25,000 first place.
Supercross. This is your best Timmy story.
Yeah.
Supercross.
Just wait. The promoter thought McGrath would win it, so second place paid 10. It was a big drop off because he just figured he'd have to pay 10 because Jeremy wasn't eligible for prize money.
Right.
Because it was just start money.
Okay.
But unfortunately, Timmy and I slayed the dragon.
Right.
So Timmy wins $25,000. He's at Chaparral. I'm broke as shit. I am making $400 a week, and I'm having to eat, which is costing me a lot.
Wish you had that truck.
Yeah. No, I didn't have the truck then.
I know. I was kidding.
Yeah, the truck they took away. So I'm like, hey, Red Dog, what's my bonus? And he's just like, I don't know. I'll get you. I'll get you.
Did he get you?
19 years later,
He got
still
you, all
waiting.
right. He got
Still
you.
waiting for my bonus from Supercross.
And that's your guy.
That's my guy.
That's your guy.
That's my guy. I'd go to Foxhole with that guy.
That's your guy.
All right,
Hey,
we
Steve.
I didn't tell my story.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, go ahead, JT.
What the hell's going on around here?
Hurry up.
End of 98 season. So it's like September 1998. I'm 19 years old. Timmy was probably early 20s, 24 maybe. End of the season, we're all celebrating. Right, he has this party at his house, and I don't drink at all. And so he's just crushing Coors Lights. And we're all in the hot tub in the pool and back and forth, and I'm drinking Mountain Dews as fast as I can drink them. And I'm on this caffeine buzz, and I'm trying to fit in, right? And he's just killing Coors Lights. And we are in the hot tub, and it's pretty late. And he's got a Coors Light in each hand, and he takes one, smashes against his head, takes the other, kills it, smashes against his head. And I take a Mountain Dew, and I just chug the thing. He's like, fuck you. Takes a Mountain Dew, smashes against his head, and then tries to drown me in the hot tub.
Good times.
Because I was drinking Mountain Dew.
Good times. One more, Weech. One more,
All right, one more right here. Go ahead, guys.
All right, so this is mainly for Keefer. You've ridden the Yamaha YZ450F and the KTM 450 a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So Cooper Webb's changing this year. I've got a lot of buddies that say, Yamaha's no good, too big of a bike, la. So they're saying he's going to kick ass at the Monster Cup on the 450.
Mm-hmm.
What's your opinion?
Well, no, I mean, I love both bikes, but as far as Cooper and how he rides and his stature, I think the KTM's going to fit him a little better. I know some things he didn't like about his bike last year, that the KTM is much better in the engine area, so that's why I'm on the bandwagon, because I do know some inside tips that the bike is better for him.
We're not going to miss him at Blue Crew. We're good.
Yeah,
we're good.
The bike's great.
Right. Bike's great.
But the Orange Brigade is good, and I think he'll be better on it.
Can I just say that I cannot fucking believe Suzuki does an electric start? What are they thinking?
It's coming.
Okay.
They have it.
2024.
They have it.
Yeah, they have it.
Well, what, like on GSXRs? Yeah.
Well, no, they have it. It's they're trying to make sure the bike stays light as they progress.
They need to put it on.
Okay,
It's really nice.
Ma'am, you had a question down here, and she's been waiting patiently.
All right, JT.
Jump to her.
One more.
Thank you, JT.
Master of Ceremonies, JT. Everybody.
We have to drop the big news here coming up.
How long does it take to drop it?
She has a question for RV, but RV's long gone, I'm sure, at this point.
That's right. We can answer in his.
We can answer for him. What is your question, and we'll answer for him.
Do you think Ryan Villopoto will be healthy enough to race the entire Supercross season next year?
Yes. He's coming back, baby. He's coming back.
I don't think he wants to.
No, I don't think he wants to. Unfortunately, no.
Grab.
Dude, that guy's so
Cash
rich.
grab. Yeah, he's getting.
I talked to the Cowie guys, a guy who would know. He's like, he's got 40 grand in the bank. 40 million. 40 grand.
Hey, 40
Sorry,
grand.
Coronas are getting me. He's got 40 million in the bank.
No way.
I think that's high. I think that's a high number.
This guy would know.
That's a high number.
40 million.
That's what they paid him, or
that's
whatever.
a high number. But for just to give people an idea, he's going to Sydney and then he's going to New Zealand, so it's probably a 3-week trip all in. He's 125 grand minimum to do that. It's stupid money.
All right, everybody. That's been the BTOsports.com Tweeted Travis segment. Thank you, everybody, for that. Thank you for the questions. Again, we're going to end up going back to the Palms. Right at the front door when you walk in the Palms, we're all going to hang out there. We can ask us more questions. I don't know where the producer went. Oh, you're back.
Can you buy me more drinks when we go to the Palms? Can everybody buy me more drinks,
Before we wrap
please?
this thing up, I want to get...
Thank you.
I want to get Dustin Pipes up here. Hep Suzuki, Dustin Pipes. We all know the team last year, RM Army, Cunningham, and who else?
I don't know. I'm RM.
Supercross.
I am RM Army now, too.
You are RM Army now, too.
RM Army.
So if we get Dustin Pipes up here, come on up, DP. Big announcement coming
181,
up.
DP 181.
What's up, man? How are you? Hey, you got that. All right. Hey, so congratulations on the first year of your team.
Thank you.
Got to put the bike up.
Oh,
There we
well,
go. Yeah.
I've been in the backstage room and stuff talking with Bradshaw, so
dude.
don't really know how to do this.
By the way, hey, can we just before we start?
Yeah.
I told you last year you can't race and manage this thing.
Yeah.
Was I right?
Yeah, you were 100%
Thank you. Just
right.
another thing I was right about, everybody. Just another thing I was right about. So, hey, big news for you guys. Like I said, RM Army, Hep Suzuki. You've got a nice roster shaping up, but you're here tonight to announce a new acquisition for your team.
Yeah, we got a new guy, probably the first guy we're going to sign for the year, and I think all the Pulp fans will like it, so that's why we came out.
Let's bring out the newest member of the Hep Suzuki team.
No more Privateer Island.
Tell your friends your bike is tight as mine. Nobody's bike is tight as mine. Ain't nobody's bike is tight as mine.
I love you guys.
Did you?
Pulp Nation, let's go.
Hey, you got a national number.
I know.
You're not riding a Honda. What is going on?
I don't know. New year, new me, I guess.
Did you get a real truck, too?
Oh.
Wait
Ouch,
a
bro.
minute. Hey, Honda World Downey, everybody go get their Ridgeline.
Congratulations.
But ride a Suzuki. You can have a Ridgeline, but ride a Suzuki.
I fucking love Ridgeline.
This is gonna be a hard time for us to get used to this.
I think it definitely will be a big change, obviously, from going 7 deuce deuce now to 97 and riding with the HEP family. But, you know, it's something that I've worked a really, really long time, and I appreciate all the sponsors that have got me to this point. But
Fly Racing.
But I'm very excited for the future. And, you know, you guys have all seen my personality side, and you've seen what I do off the track. And thank you, Dustin and HEP, for giving me a chance this year to show you guys what I can do on it.
And 100% chance, so you're 97 next year, 100% chance you need to put the 2-2 in gray shade.
Oh, absolutely.
On the number.
For sure, absolutely.
It's already in the works.
That's already done.
97 deuce
Wow,
deuce.
you've got some nice job, Pipes. 7
Dude.
deuce deuce.
He's the man. I've known him since I was probably 6 or so I love the guy, and I think he can do good not having to change his tires like an hour before practice.
So, what's your thoughts, Deuce Deuce? What are we thinking? RM Army?
I mean, I'm excited. I'm ready to march with the RM Army, and I'm ready to, you know, experience
you got a
this.
Kickstarter now.
What?
You got a
Kickstart
Kickstarter.
life.
Yeah, I got. I mean, I had a kickstart last year, so I'm not quite past that yet. We're
That's a good
still on the
point.
kickstart, but you know, I'm excited for the new season. I think you know, everything's going to be awesome. I don't have to, you know, retime my 450 in the back of a trailer in Minnesota, and you know,
As
I mean,
it's snowing.
And you know what though, I love part of being a privateer and, you know, experiencing Supercross in that way. And I think that I've lived a lot, and that's part of growing up and having fun and doing what I did. But, you know, now it's that time to take that step with HEP Motorsports and put some laps down on the Supercross track.
Well, what do you think about that hat he's wearing? I can't believe he's not going to wear Fly.
He's on Thor now.
I can't even read it.
He's on Thor.
It is a new man next year. Congratulations, though, and Pipes, good job. And you got a couple more guys coming,
thank you,
right?
guys.
Yeah, we do. We do in the next week or so. We're going to be making some.
You're going to announce some new
more ones.
guys?
We are.
Well, just ram it. Just ram those announcements.
I got it.
Just ram them home.
I can rap my bike's too lit, but I mean that's it. Do you guys? Do you guys know the lyrics?
It's out of control right now.
I mean, to be totally 100% honest with you guys, I am not prepared for this, so I probably will miss some words. But it is my song, so I mean, with your guys' help, I need that. I need
Spend
that
so much money on my bike, it's out of sight. Black rims, gold hubs, and the carbon pipes. Got my bike looking loud, nah, it ain't polite. When I pull up to the track, I got the best bike. Looking hard as fuck, I call this shit a Western Pike. When I Instagram it, yeah, I'm getting hella likes.
I really don't know the words. That's so sad. I'm sorry, guys.
Milli Vanilli, what the fuck?
Oh, and where's the Subway rap part 2?
Hey, dude. I
Where's the
told you,
Subway
Steve,
rap part
1 trillion babillion times. If you get a beat, I even gave you the
got a beat.
website, Steve.
That's my beat. Got it. Now rap.
Oh, okay, you
Dance,
ready?
monkey, dance. All right, everybody, that's a wrap. Thank you to Firepower. Thank you very much, PulpMX Show. We're going to the Palms. We're going to the Palms. Jason Thomas, Kris Keefer, Jason Weigandt, Travis Marks, Pookie, Heather Keefer. Thank you, everybody. It's really
Thanks,
overwhelming.
guys.
It's overwhelming to have all you guys come here, pay money. You know, some of you bastards got in for free. But it's awesome. Talking to you people, listening to you people, tell me about how much the show means. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys.
I just
see you
want-
over
Hey, give it up for PulpMX!